We're here at Saab Owners Convention 2022 in Sturgis, South Dakota. My buddies and I are at our Airbnb right now. It's Saturday morning, so some of us are gonna head down to the car wash, get the cars washed, ready for the show, and head on out. I wanna show you guys the Airbnb real quick. It's pretty sweet. We got a nice little Saab meetup in here. Last night we were putting a new, I shouldn't say we, it was mostly my buddy Brosnan putting a new AC compressor in his 9000 Griffin. This thing's really sweet. Got a few of the usual suspects out here. Eric with his 9.3 Aero, Mike from Colorado with his Vigan. It's got some new wheels on it, pretty sweet. Lucas over there with his 99 hatch, and then we're gonna be riding with John in his 9.5 out to the convention, but bright and early here at the Airbnb. So I think it's time to head on out, see lots of Saabs, talk to lots of people, and have a great day. Super windy, but got a little Saab meet at the car wash here. Just waiting for a bay to open up. There's an old wagon parked in there. Lots of cars here in the show field already. Just got some breakfast, got the car washed. AZ guys parked right here. We got John's car all cleaned up, all detailed, and Lucas just pulled up. We got his car all registered. So this is super awesome. Got a couple AZ guys representing side by side. Hopefully both these guys can take home some sort of award for People's Choice, but this is really cool. It's another NG95 with a Hirsch kit on it, the turbines. You can see the difference between the Tesla turbines and the Saab turbines there. Cool to see them side by side. Hopefully the audio isn't too bad. It's super windy today, so I put on the mic, hoping to minimize that as much as I can. But these are so classic looking. The 99 EMS, really cool. OG93s, can't go wrong with the 3 spokes on any Saab model, but they look particularly cool on the OG93s, I think, because you don't see it every day. Can't go wrong with the red, with the Super Aero wheels on it. Paint on this red one is really good looking too. I have lots of cool stuff all over here. I could spend 2 hours filming every car, going over all these details. I wish I could, but I don't know who would watch a 2-hour video on this. I mean, honestly, I might if it were me. The paint on this 88 SPG, look at this. Wow. Always have a appreciation for especially the older Saabs that just have paint. I mean, this paint is spectacular. I wonder if this was repainted at some point. Just the gloss, the flake in it. It's beautiful. Saunders was explaining this car to me. He called it the Bumblebee. The yellow on the SPG kit looks great. It has Wilwood brakes on it down there, I see. Pretty sweet. You can see by the flags just how windy it is out today, and fortunately it looks like my wind muff is only doing so well, so I apologize the audio isn't as crisp and as good as I'd like it to be, but 99 Turbo converted to a Sabino, as they are calling it here. Very unique, really cool. I've seen this at some other SOCs before, but it's about as unique as it gets. This is like a brownish, like gray almost. It's a pretty color on this with the Inca wheels. Paint, again, another car with very good paint on it. Super cool. There's Rob. His 9.3. We were driving that around the track last year at SOC. It's got the Maptune exhaust in there, lots of other cool mods. The 6-speed manual V6 with the Griffin bumper on it as well. Very nice condition. Patrol R wagon here. He's got 2 Gary Fisher bikes up top as well. I showed this one briefly yesterday and I've shown it in past SOCs. But this interior is incredibly rare, carbon everywhere here. I believe this is all very, very rare factory stuff on here. Carbon fiber spoiler, tons of cool Saab, just gear, accessories, whatnot in here. This one is very well done. Pepper green with bronze wheels. It's a manual as well. It's got orange brakes. It's very well done. Top mount turbo.
QR code, you scan it with your phone.
Really good looking. Really, really good looking. It's Mike.
How's it going?
Good.
Snuck up on you.
It's just got a very good look to it. These rotiforms are awesome. And having this 9.5, Patrol R, that pepper green manual wagon, and then John's 9.5 all together. Probably some of the best 9.5s America has to offer right there. A couple of 9.4Xs here in between a Turbo X, 77,000 miles. The paint, I can see the paint shining from here. Very well done. Manual, 77,000 miles. This one has some aftermarket wheels on it, which fit the car very well. You don't really ever see 9.4Xs that have been modified at all. But even just the wheels on this fit very well, the black on black. Ivan's Vigan. It's got some really great wheels on it, some Brembos, big turbo. His white valve cover is very unique. One of my favorite details of his car personally. But this thing's in great condition. 5-speed manual, and he has a wood shift knob on it too, oddly enough. Which I believe he said was a 9.5 catalog option. I'm not 100% certain on that though. Might be wrong. But in front here, a couple more 900s, 9000. There's a 9.3, another 9.3X, and then the blue convertible, and then the Cannonball 9.5, which I showed in more detail yesterday, so I'm not going to go over it again. And here is Mike's Figgin, of course. This car is very well done as well. He's got a lot of cool little modifications on this. He's got some new wheels since I last seen it, which the color of the wheels almost matches the car perfectly, it seems like, and they look really good. His interior is in very nice shape as well. Obviously 5-speed manual, being a Vigan. The black spoiler matches, or contrasts I should say, very well with the gray that he's got. Around here we've got a few convertibles. I showed a lot of these very briefly yesterday. The yellow one with the huge exhaust on it. The Arrow, I believe this one has a V-Tuner Stage 2 on it. There's the hood's popped today, so we can take a look at that. The blue on this upper radiator support is very well done. It looks great. The yellow intake manifold to go along with that too. So many Sonnets here. I don't even know which one to pick as my favorite, which reminds me I gotta do voting for the awards that are going to be happening later. But this one, the blue and the yellow, blue and white, excuse me. This one might be my favorite looking one in this row. And they're all just in really, really good condition. Orange one as well. The paint on this red one, on both the red ones here, actually is awesome. It's so bright, got a lot of shine in it. For a 1968 car. Very well done. This one almost looks like a rally car of sorts. Have some modifications done to it. I showed that one yesterday. We've got some more of the classics. Monte Carlo 850. The paint on this one, just really well done. The red interior as well to go with it. Red on red. That's definitely a choice, and it looks freaking great. Even the red fan for the radiator. A lot of these I walked around in a bit more detail yesterday. We got big crowds around all of them talking. And this one I showed, I'm going to show it again briefly, is I believe it is basically an OG 9.3 frame and body with a older Saab body on it. And of course a B235 or B205, I'm not sure which one. But this thing is super freaking cool. Even the interior is swapped to mimic an OG 9.3. So I showed that in more detail in yesterday's video. Yellow Vigan, the lightning blue Vigan with, again, just look at the paint on this. So pretty. Can't go wrong. More blue convertibles. Here we're starting to get into some of the overflow parking. A couple of red Vigans, some more convertibles here. An Ecotech. There really aren't that many NG93s here. Like in past years, there's been a lot of NG93s. This year might be the smallest turnout of NG93s I've seen in the 5 SOCs I've been to. Dame 95, another 900. We've got a 93 wagon, that's Hirsch over here. Scania badge, or Scania license plate, excuse me. Another light blue, goes good with the black wheels. Black wheels with the light blue look nice. NG95 Turbo 4, there's a lot of other Saabs hiding out amongst the random cars over there. Laser red Dame wagon. There's another Vigan sitting there from Colorado. And this tent is kind of where they do a lot of talks. That's where they do all the registration right there. They have some food trucks that are going to be set up here later for lunch. You can see them both sitting right there. Very good food they have here. There's another Vigan over there, another 9.3 with Turbo X wheels, Turbo 4 cross-wheel drive. There's a lot of these light blue convertibles here, and I'm not complaining because they look great. White might be one of the better colors on the convertibles, I think. Something about white 9.3s, there's just so few of them, and it kind of sucks because I think it's a great color on these cars. But coming over here, we've got so much more over there, and I think I see an Arbor Green Dame, so we're gonna go check that out. There's a few more Saabs. That one is a 2.0, but he has a Turbo X exhaust on it, so it's kind of weird because in a lot of ways it sounds like a Turbo X, even though it's a 2.0. I got some exhaust clips of that thing last year in Albany. 900 and a Dame just kind of tucked away and hidden here, and here's all these Saabs. I filmed these yesterday, so I'm not going to film them again, but there's just a bunch of old Saabs here that are kind of at the East Saab Parts and Museum facility that are just, for whatever reason, they ended up here, and I'm guessing that they use these cars for parts when museum cars need them or for whatever. But they're just all kind of hanging out here, probably about 15 or 20 of them along here, and then there's a bunch more under this shade cover and a bunch more under that shade cover over there. I showed all those yesterday. But actually, I think this one is pepper green as well. I don't think this one is arbor green. Pepper green, still fantastic color, don't get me wrong, but they're just ever so slightly different. It's still both a very rare color. I do kind of dig the white NG95 with the black turbines. It's a really cool spec out of Minnesota, Turbo 6 cross-wheel drive. A Sonnet with almost the Sweden colors on it. Pretty sweet. Couple of combis, one of them just a regular 9.3 and one of them being a 9.3X. So this is kind of cool. You can see the comparison between the two. Obviously the normal 9.3 and the 9.3X, which was both cross-wheel drive and also lifted. More of an, I guess you could say, the Subaru version of a 9.3, the off-road version of the 9.3, and it has all this flat black trim around it. Very cool cars. I've seen a couple of these modified and lowered, and they look really cool. Now, I don't know if this means this was the last 9.3X ever built, but if it was, that's special right there. Cool Vigan right here. A couple of Dames, both a sedan and a wagon, same color. Cool to kind of see them side by side. I'm trying to get all the cars filmed at least once, so that way everyone that made a trip out here can hopefully see their car in the video. But these are almost matching 9.3Xs right here. This one looks like it might be on, maybe it's on coilovers, or maybe it's just on stock 9.3 suspension. But you can see it sits at like normal 9.3 height, which looks really weird because it's a 9.3X. It's kind of messing with my mind after seeing the normal 9.3X. You can see very clearly the difference in ride height between the two. Dame with, I think those are Gary Fisher wheels on it. NG93, OG93. Actually, sorry, that's an NG900 right here. They're very similar cars. Got a, I don't know what this color is. It's not snow silver. It's got a little bit of blue in it, I think. And I really like those wheels. Those wheels aren't very common on 9.3s. Good looking as well. Just a little bit of everything. You got the 9.3s, 9,000s, 9.5s, even a 9.4X right there. What I need to do now, though, is kind of focus on the awards. There's a little card with a QR code they give you here so you can vote. They do People's Choice, which is obviously what I would vote for, and then they do Concours Awards for all the different models. So really sweet. So I'm going to go kind of work on that, I guess, and hang out with some friends. We'll catch up later because I'm sure there's going to be some more cool cars that'll show up.
2 hours later.
The group photo.
Yeah, they're looking good. They're doing goggles. And the right, so.
So just took the group photo. So all the cars are starting to kind of head out, but we're probably gonna head out soon back to our Airbnb and relax a little bit, and then there'll be the dinner tonight. They'll do all the awards, have some really cool speakers, so I'll film a little bit of that as well, and I'll catch up with you guys then. But this is such an awesome venue for this event. I'm gonna be riding back to the Airbnb with Brosnan and his Griffin, but look, they got 3 9000 Griffins all next to each other. At the awards dinner now. Everyone's kind of getting settled in. We're gonna start out soon. We got the Saab doctor right there. If you guys haven't seen his YouTube, check him out. He's makes a lot of really good videos on these cars. Super knowledgeable guy. But yeah, so we're gonna eat some dinner here soon. Got the buffet and hand out some awards. Time to eat.
But this year's young enthusiast is also someone who can often be seen under the hood of a car during SOC, helping members along. And first place to the bar, Rocky Mountain. And first place, Elstrom.
Arizona guy.
Second place, Larry Westergaard. My brother actually texted me a picture of this car. He's like, he lives in Missoula. He said, I just saw this car in downtown Missoula. I'm sure they're on their way here. And first place, Greg Russell. In second place, Jay Tilton. Walnut. Second place, Carl Levine from Massachusetts.
The one who got a ride in.
And first place, Noel Simmons. Second place, Robert Kaufman, another Massachusetts car. Charlie would be very proud. And in first place, Randy Kelly, Colorado. For the NG900, OG93 category, for second place, Tom Donnie. Oh, Nate Donnie, sorry. Nate Donnie. And Bob McClay. I saw that one when we were on the parking lot. And in first place, John Knapp. Second place, Heath Hickson, Oregon. And in first place, Wisconsin. First place, Robert Grexer. Second place, Jeremy Bennett. Again, first place, Jerry Saab. First place. Second place, Jameson Noonan. And first place, Ken Owens. Second place, Eric Cruz. And first place, Brandon Cutler. Second place, Joe Reichert. place, Eric Murray. First place, Graham Holsage. People's Choice for Biggin. Tied for first place. Of course, with the electronic voting, that was exact, so it's a tie. Andrew Sanford and...
Yeah!
And finally, for our overall best in show, again, this was our first year doing this, but we look forward to continuing with the overall best in show. And for this, the Mount Rushmore Cutout Special Award goes to Tim Park.
And it's going to wrap up the SOC coverage for this year, but got a museum video coming soon. John took home first place for the 9.5s. You saw Lucas took home first place for the OG 9.3s. Eric wasn't able to enter, unfortunately, for his 9.3 Aero, but pretty awesome. So time to head on out, have a little bit of fun this last night, and head back to Phoenix. See y'all next time.